This morning, the search for survivors is on. You're looking live at the scene in D.C., where a Black Hawk military helicopter collided with an American airline regional jet. The crash near the Reagan Airport outside D.C., halting all flights at least until 11 this morning. And as of right now, we have been told that there were no Fort Novacell soldiers on board the helicopter. There were at least 3 soldiers on board, and there were at least 60 people on board of the American Airlines jet. 19 bodies have been pulled from the river, the Potomac River, this morning, but it's something that we're watching. Good morning and welcome into the second half hour of Wake Up Wiregrass. I'm Joseph Sims.
And I'm Ashley Uhas. Thanks for joining us.
This morning, all flights out of Reagan National Airport in D.C. grounded after travesty struck in the air.
And those flights are grounded until 11 a.m. today when an American Airlines plane carrying 60 people and 4 crew members colliding into a Black Hawk helicopter right there, crashing into the Potomac River. Right now, like we said before, 19 bodies have been recovered from the crash so far. And new Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says the Army and the Pentagon are launching an investigation into how this could have possibly happened. And Trump even had words to say about the crash. Trump posted to Truth saying, "This is a bad situation. It looks like it should have been prevented. Not good." And one aviation expert describing how this crash was possibly unavoidable.
However, when you get below a certain altitude, the TCAS system will not give the pilots it's called resolution alert. In other words, they will be able to move vertically, either climb or descend, to avoid the collision. In this case, the Black Hawk helicopter was from behind, and it was so quick that there was virtually no chance for any sort of a deviation by the pilots to avoid this situation.
Now, crews and officials said figure skaters and coaches are among the passengers aboard the American Airlines plane, and D.C. hospitals said there are no reports right now of any patients from the crash so far.
And crews and officials are still getting their hands on deck with recovery efforts. Like we said, they've been out there throughout the night in the frigid cold temperatures of the water. But as they're doing that, they discovered debris from the crash in the Potomac River. And there's the debris from the Black Hawk helicopter and other damages from the crash, the mangled metal completely torn apart. And this is just the beginning of recovery efforts. Here's a look at officials swarming to the area to help survivors and officials with the investigation. They're still searching for any survivors. Like we said, they have recovered at least 19 bodies thus far. D.C. Fire and Emergency Services said that search and rescue efforts will continue in these difficult conditions. And now American Airlines CEO heading to D.C. with the airline's GO team to help recovery efforts. That's a story that will continue to follow throughout the morning.